Live from your breaking news leader, Fox 16 Good Day Arkansas starts now.
Our coverage of Hurricane Laura will give you the latest on the impacts being seen. Plus, how crews in Arkansas are preparing to help the state with whatever Hurricane Laura brings in. And later, we're going to have a look at how a police shooting in Wisconsin is sparking NBA players to boycott games. All right, it is a busy morning here. We want to check in now with Pat. Carmen had to step away, so Pat's taking over right now.
Yeah, right now, Carmen is actually trying to get in and talk with Broadway Joe on Power 92. You're going to do a little conversation on there. So if you're about to get in your car, you may want to turn on Power 92 and listen to Carmen on your way to work, wherever you may be having to go. We do have a tornado watch in effect until 4 o'clock this afternoon. Pulaski, Saline, Lonoke counties, all the way down to El Dorado and Magnolia and across it, Monticello, all of southeast Arkansas, and as far north as Pulaski, Lonoke, Saline, and Prairie counties are under that tornado watch, where temperatures are in the mid-70s. Rainfall, light rainfall, starting to move in toward Little Rock, but heavier rainfall, much heavier rainfall. It's already down in towards South Arkansas, associated with, of course, Hurricane Laura. Laura did make landfall last night with winds of 150. It's a strong Category 4. This morning is now down to a Category 2. Maximum sustained wind is now 100 miles per hour. The actual eye is no longer really all that evident on satellite imagery. I mean, it's there, the center of circulation is, but there's no real true eye anymore. And that is now northwest of Alexandria, crossing I-49 between Shreveport and Alexandria. And probably by noon, it'll be crossing into Union County. Look at all that rainfall, though, coming up with it. There's a lot to head toward South Arkansas. That track will get it through here, through Little Rock, as a tropical storm. Around midnight or 1 a.m. tomorrow, be moving again into South Arkansas this afternoon. So there is a ways to go with that. So today, expect on temperatures maybe reaching the 80s with a lot of rain out there, especially picking up, and that wind picking up more for this afternoon. We'll talk more about your forecast, though, coming up a little bit later on. Ashley?
Traffic. We got traffic.
We got to do some traffic, too. I had that ready as well, but I don't have my clicker with me, so let me go over here and grab my traffic clicker. I totally forgot about the traffic. Good news is we're starting up there in Conway on the Crane Team traffic camera. It's all good. 30 westbound is looking okay now, too. And all here on the map, it's green. Now, we did have a couple accidents, one on 430, one on 30 westbound in North Little Rock. They have been cleared up. Watch your speed today on West 3rd in the 1700 block in Little Rock, and also on Lena Road. Ashley.
All right, several school districts are changing plans in anticipation of bad weather. We just learned that the Little Rock School District is closing early today. Elementary schools will be out at 1. Secondary schools will dismiss at 2:30. The Bryant School District also just announced early dismissal. Schools will let out at 1. Other schools closing early are Pulaski County Special School District, Lisa Academy, Benton, and Cabot. You can also go to our website for a full list of those early dismissal times. And we also want to report that the Louisiana governor's public information officer just tweeted out that there has been a fatality from Hurricane Laura. It was in Louisiana, of course. She says that a 14-year-old girl has died after a tree fell on her home. So they also anticipate more fatalities to come. So, of course, we'll keep you updated here on Good Day Arkansas. So the Gulf Coast is not the only place that's been prepping for this storm. Crews right here in Arkansas have been checking off all the boxes to make sure that we're also ready for the impact Laura will have here. Fox 16's Mandy Knoll has been checking in with Pulaski County Emergency Management, and she joins us now with an update. Mandy.
Out here, the air is very thick. It's very humid. We felt a couple raindrops, but yeah, you're right. Pulaski County Emergency Management is preparing for all types of scenarios. They've got their trucks gassed up, ready to go. They've got chainsaws and everything that they need to make sure that debris is cleared off of the roadways. They have everybody's kind of standing on standby. They've also got one of the only 2 urban search and rescue teams in the state of Arkansas ready to go to help out if any fire departments find a need, if there's severe flooding and anyone needs to be rescued. The main thing they want people to know, you've got to take this serious. We say it, and you need to listen to it. The saying goes, turn around, don't drown. If there's flooding in a roadway, do not drive over it. You really cannot tell how shallow or how deep that may be. You don't want to get washed away in your car. Unfortunately, it seems too many times in hurricane and flooding situations, people ignore that and cars are swept away. We've seen people pass away from those through the years as well. And the other thing they say, traffic tomorrow, stay home if you can, because they're expecting Friday morning to be pretty rough. All the areas that may be flooded with people coming and going to schools. Of course, we're seeing a lot of schools delay or cancel, but if you can stay home and work from home, they say please do that, because we don't know what the situation's going to look like with flooding on the roads. But they're trying to be as ready as they can. We're going to stay out here, of course, for a little while longer. We'll have coverage on air and online throughout the day as we're all bracing for this and waiting to see what happens next. Live in Little Rock, I'm Mandy Knoll. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Mandy. And the Arkansas Storm Team will also be ready to keep you guys updated. Remember, you can get all of the weather information on your phone. All you have to do is download the Arkansas Storm Team app to get the most updated information on weather in your area. All right, so first responders are heading right into the storm as the people evacuate cities. Laura will have for Laura, that is, we'll have, Laura may be evacuating too, I don't know.
Well, she should.
She should. She needs to evacuate, right? All right, we'll get a look at what they'll be doing when they get there.
Yeah, we want Laura to leave, right?
We do.
We'll get another report on the conditions in Louisiana as Hurricane Laura continues to push through there too. And I or Carmen will have your forecast coming up. It's going to be a surprise. She's busy right now on Power 92 with Broadway Joe.
Trying to decide between Mickey D's breakfast and a work call? You better make sure you on mute so they don't hear the mms.
Now at McDonald's, the Chicken McGriddles and McChicken Biscuit are just 2 for $3.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Everyone has trouble hooking up a trailer. But not anymore. The TJ Trailer Guide. Get it now at tjtrailerguide.com.
Look at you. No braces, all the internet you can handle. I wasn't so lucky.
Invis is not your parents' braces. Invis is predictable, less painful, more comfortable. Invisalign.
I got your back, you got mine. Think about you all the time. Together we can come through. That's what love's made of.
When it's made with love, it's made to be shared.
This selenite gray is so pretty, isn't it?
Wow. Jim, could you pop the hood for us?
There she is.
Turbocharge, right?
Yes, it is.
Jim, could you kick the tires?
Oh, yes.
Could you change the color inside the car?
Oh, sure. How about blue?
That's more cyan, but jump in the back seat, Jim. Act like my kids.
How much longer?
Exactly how they sound. It's got massaging seats too, right?
Oh,
yeah.
Visit the Mercedes-Benz summer event or shop online at participating dealers. Get 0% APR financing up to 36 months on select new and certified pre-owned models.
When unexpected home projects come along, use the Home Advisor app and instantly book an appointment online with a top-rated pro. Be prepared for whatever home projects come your way. Download the free Home Advisor app today.
Trying to decide between Mickey D's breakfast and a work call? You better make sure you on mute so they don't hear the mms.
Now at McDonald's, the Chicken McGriddles and McChicken Biscuit are just 2 for $3.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Make it a good day with Ashley King. Weekday mornings from 7 to 9. Now, weather to plan your day.
All right, welcome back, everybody. 73 degrees right now in Little Rock, mid-70s in South Arkansas. It's a very warm, muggy day. We may see the 80s, but if that rain really settling in, that could keep things down as far as the temperatures go. But generally, temperatures don't really matter today. Heavy rainfall, wind, and even tornadoes. That's what matters today. You know, we do have a tropical storm warning from Pulaski, Lonoke, Saline counties all the way down to south and southwest Arkansas, as what is still Hurricane Laura will eventually move into the state, probably as a tropical storm. Right now, winds of 100 miles per hour. It's moving north at 15. It's not really picked up in its forward speed at all, but it is still making its way through Louisiana. It is now northwest of Alexandria. It's crossing I-49, which goes from Alexandria up to Shreveport, Louisiana. So there it is. There's the center circulation. Fort Polk's right there. So it's north of Fort Polk, crossing I-49. Heavy rainfall on the north side of it, all the way up now into South Arkansas, as far north as, say, is Camden. And very strong winds, still maybe right there at the edge of the center circulation, as high as 100 miles per hour. But, of course, that decreases as it goes out. But the wind's going to be picking up this morning in South Arkansas, eventually even here in Central Arkansas. So 1 o'clock today is forecast to be around Shreveport, still as a Category 1 hurricane, and probably dropping into tropical storm status as it moves into Arkansas, and even still possibly a tropical storm tonight at around midnight and 1 a.m. with sustained winds of 45 miles per hour as it's forecasted to move through Little Rock. So it will get windier today and tonight. And of course, all on the east side of this track is where there is a threat for severe weather. On the right side of any kind of landfalling hurricane system or tropical system, there can be severe weather, meaning basically the little bands of thunderstorms that move up along with it can oftentimes produce some very quick spin-ups of tornadoes. So from Pulaski, Saline, and Lonoke counties, and I'll point southward and eastward. So from Benton, Little Rock, Cabot, all then through southeast Arkansas, a tornado watch will be in effect until 4 o'clock this afternoon. 84 high with a 100% chance of rainfall for today, obviously, as that rain from Laura does continue to inch northward. So here's 4 o'clock this afternoon. Check that out right there. That's that band of thunderstorms, one after the other, moving northward. If it's a solid straight line of rain and thunderstorms, maybe not so likely to produce tornadoes. But if they're more broken and more individual, you can see blobs on the radar screen, that may be telling us we could have tornadoes. Now, these could spin up very quickly and would also not last very long either, but could still produce some significant damage in east and southeast Arkansas all the way into the evening hours. And then, of course, heavy rainfall continues all night. This is 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Still heavy rainfall from Laura. Noon tomorrow. Center of circulation is probably near the Boot Hill, Missouri, and then finally will be moving away. So for then tonight, still a 100% chance of rain, a low of 72 after today's high of 84. Tomorrow, 85 with an 80% chance of rainfall, and then the rain probably will wrap up early tomorrow and then begin to come back Saturday evening, not from Laura, but with the cool front that'll be moving into our state. Well, the Louisiana National Guard has more than 3,000 guardsmen ready to help in the wake of Hurricane Laura.
Yeah, they're preparing for high water evacuations, logistical engineering support, and levee security. They'll also be helping with emergency operations centers.
One of those tasks is what we call Task Force Bus, and it's for evacuating civilians out of the hazard area. And from there, they will push them out to staging areas around Lake Charles and around the state as they see fit.
The Guard also has 19 helicopters and more than 200 high water vehicles helping. They're also ready to provide more than 921,000 liters of water and hand out more than 500,000 MREs.
Well, many people are trying to get out of the path of the storm. First responders right into it. The Louisiana State Fire Marshal welcomed responders from across the Gulf as they prepare for potential search and rescue operations. This specialized caravan will team up with others and head into areas that were worse hit by the storm.
But we brought in numbers of almost 300 additional responders from across the country who specialize in this urban search and rescue effort. And it's going to be hard because many of our past searches that we've had to do, buildings weren't completely damaged.
Well, the caravan is equipped with enough supplies to be self-sufficient for several days.
People living in lower-lying areas of Louisiana had to seek shelter as the storm headed their way. But because of the pandemic, Louisiana's governor didn't want them going to actual shelters where they'd be in close quarters with other people. Instead, his office worked with hotels in southern Louisiana to help people out throughout at least Saturday. The only problem is if the power goes out at the hotels, then the people staying there are essentially on their own.
As long as we have power, the restaurant can function. But if we lose the power, then we're not going to have food to offer. So we're telling everybody, bring your flashlights, bring your foods to snack on, bring any emergency things that you need.
Once hotels in the area are full, the municipal auditorium will become a shelter, but it will only be open to people who live in that area. All right, it is 8:42 now.
Yeah, well, still to come here on Good Day, we will have an update on the protesting going on in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Yes.
I use ice cream as kind of for medicinal purposes, you know.
This would be so good for dinner.
Very crispy, spicy,
delicious.
A little tang, crunch.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Cut through everything.
Running a business is difficult and expensive, but processing your mailing shouldn't be. Arkansas Mailing Services is here to help. As a secured facility with 24-hour surveillance, you'll have peace of mind knowing you're taken care of. Printing, folding, fulfillment, uploading to a secured FTP site for sensitive confidential files. or even HIPAA compliant. If you need it, we'll take care of it. Check us out for yourself. armailing.com. Arkansas Mailing Services. The savings and service you deserve.
True love conquers all. Celebrate yours at Sissy's Log Cabin. With one of the largest selections of engagement rings in the region, you can find your forever rings. Whether you want to shop in store, virtually, or online.
Shop a bridal collection like no other.
With the best prices guaranteed.
Sissy's Log Cabin, because life's too short for ordinary jewelry.
Nestled in a secluded forest of evergreen and oak, Woodland Heights is the premier senior living community in the region. At Woodland Heights, we offer a variety of care, including independent, assisted, enhanced, and memory support in a community setting right here in Little Rock. At Woodland Heights, you choose your own apartment home and have an array of services available, from social dining and recreation opportunities to personal care services that can assist with daily life. For more information, visit our website or give us a call. Woodland Heights, there's more to life here.
I'm French Hill. It's been a tough year, but here in Arkansas, we're resilient, quick to bounce back, and hard to keep down. And nobody outworks us either. That's why when coronavirus hit, I went to work immediately to help bring $8 billion in relief for you, your family, and our small businesses. I'm French Hill, and I approve this message because while times are tough and there's still more to do, we'll get through it together, neighbor to neighbor, stronger and healthier than ever.
So until this point, people were willing to put themselves in danger because of the deliciousness of a s'more.
Why would I want to start a fire? It's very dangerous. Skip the fire, get the shake. Toasted s'more shake.
Make it a good day with meteorologist Carmen Rose. Weekday mornings from 7 to 9.
Welcome back to Good Day. It is now 8:45. We have some sad news to report this morning. The public information officer for the Louisiana governor is tweeting right now that they just got some sad news about the first fatality from Hurricane Laura. She says that it is a 14-year-old girl who died when a tree fell on her home, and they are expecting more fatalities from this storm. So we're going to go ahead and head now to Louisiana. We've been showing you pictures there all morning, and Dana Winter, that is, gives us a report from Louisiana.
Staff here at the Golden Nugget have asked everyone to stay inside the hotel. They actually moved crews who are in the parking garage inside here as well. If you look at the doors, they've got them roped off, but you can see where the wind right now is pulling them slightly open. Outside there is currently no standing water, but there's still a long way to go in this storm. Here in our hotel rooms before we came down, it kind of sounded like a hairdryer mixed with a vacuum. There was a very high-pitched squealing noise for quite a while, but there was also just the loud noise of a rushing wind. Reporting in Lake Charles this morning, I'm Dana Winter. Back to you.
All right, switching gears now, a 17-year-old faces first-degree murder after police say he shot and killed 2 people and injured a third Tuesday night in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Kyle Rittenhouse's Facebook profile and TikTok account show him posing with guns. Rittenhouse turned himself into police Wednesday morning. He lived in Illinois near the border of Wisconsin. And NBA players refuse to take the court as they continue to push for racial equality. This is happening as protests in Kenosha over the police shooting of Jacob Blake become violent. Fox News correspondent Ashley Strohmeyer has more.
A basketball arena in Orlando sits empty as athletes take a stand against racial injustice. The National Basketball Association postponing all playoff games scheduled for Wednesday. This in response to a boycott by the Milwaukee Bucks to protest the police shooting of Jacob Blake in the team's home state of Wisconsin.
We are calling for justice for Jacob Blake and demand the officers be held accountable.
Meanwhile, the Wisconsin Department of Justice identifying the man who shot Blake as Officer Rustin Shesky, a 7-year veteran of the force.
Mr. Blake walked around his vehicle, opened the driver's side door, and leaned forward. While holding on to Mr. Blake's shirt, Officer Rustin Shesky fired his service weapon 7 times.
The shooting reigniting protests against police brutality in Kenosha and other cities across the country. The protest in Kenosha turning deadly Tuesday night when 2 people were shot and killed. and another wounded during a third night of unrest. Cell phone video of the incident appeared to show a young white man opening fire in the street. At one point, the gunman can be heard saying, quote, "I just killed somebody." Hours later, authorities in Illinois arresting a 17-year-old in connection with the shootings. He remains in custody on suspicion of first-degree intentional homicide.
This is not the action, I believe, of those who set out to do protests. It is the persons who were involved after the legal time, involved in illegal activity that brought violence to this community.
In addition to the NBA, members of the WNBA, Major League Baseball, and Major League Soccer are also refusing to play in protest of the Jacob Blake shooting. Ashley Strohmeyer, Fox News.
And WNBA players also boycotted all their games yesterday. Also 3 Major League Baseball games. 5 of the 6 Major League Soccer games scheduled were called off yesterday as athletes demand change. Even during last night's Inside the NBA program, one of the show's hosts walked off the set. Kenny Smith was showing solidarity with NBA players who chose to boycott their games. Smith said as a black man and a former player, he wanted to support the players. He unplugged his microphone, walked off the set. The show continued with Ernie Johnson and co-hosts Charles Barkley and Shaquille O'Neal as they talked about the league, boycotts, and racial injustice.
Jackson County investigators are finishing up their search for evidence and taking pictures of the areas that Sydney Sutherland may have been abducted. Investigators have found her Apple Watch but are still looking for her other shoe. The sheriff says it's been tough on his department, not only because of the magnitude of the case, but because Sydney was such a big part of the community.
Everybody has watched everybody's kids grow up. They went to school together. They play ball together. That's what really makes it personal for us.
The sheriff is also thanking law enforcement agencies from all over the area that have helped them in this case. Runners across Central Arkansas are keeping Sydney's memory alive. Her friends have started a social media challenge called Finish Sydney's Run, honoring the 25-year-old who could not finish her run. Her friends hope people who didn't know Sydney will run in her honor too, to show support for Sutherland's family.
Even if they can just do a walk, a run, whatever it is, we're going to finish Sydney's run for sure.
Wright says she's working to run 8.19 miles, which she says is the distance Sydney would run on her usual route. All right. Time right now is 8:51. Time for your traffic check. We'll start here at our Crane Team traffic camera in Jacksonville. 30 westbound is looking okay. So here we are at the point of the day where traffic flow is fine. Got no accidents to report, so all things are, of course, looking good. That's your traffic check. Let's go to Carmen now with the forecast.
Good morning. Hurricane Laura is still a low-grade Cat 2. It was a Cat 4 as it made landfall in Cameron, Louisiana. Currently, it's about 60 miles south of Shreveport, and we do have some damage reports here of trees down, some power lines down south of Shreveport into Shelby County, Texas, and also there into central Louisiana. So this is continuing to track farther north. The center of that storm will get closer to Shreveport, potentially as a Cat 1 by this afternoon. We do expect tropical storm conditions here that will continue to move farther north into Arkansas, potentially right over Little Rock as a tropical storm later tonight, closer to midnight. This is going to bring tropical storm wind as well as the potential for a few spin-up tornadoes, lots of rain. In fact, we're already seeing that rain here in Little Rock. Light rain for us. However, we do have more moderate rain toward our south. El Dorado, Camden, Monticello, you're really getting hammered, as well as Texarkana. Hot Springs, you're just outside of that threshold of that heavier rain. It's going to be moving your way shortly. Tropical storm warnings are in effect for Little Rock. In case you're wondering, yes, this is the first time we have had tropical storm warnings in Arkansas. This tropical storm warning includes everything in orange: Little Rock, Hot Springs, Arkadelphia, Pine Bluff, Camden, El Dorado, Monticello. So you're all under this warning, and that's because we do expect tropical storm force winds, 39 miles per hour plus, with gusts maybe as high as 60 miles per hour toward our south. We also have a tornado watch. This is for everything in yellow, and this is until 4 p.m. So we do have that low chance for seeing a few spin-up tornadoes, especially along the center and east of the track. So this includes Little Rock as well, Pine Bluff, Arkadelphia, El Dorado. You are all under this watch. Flash flood watch here. That includes most of central and southwest Arkansas. So we're picking up anywhere from 3 to 6 inches of rainfall, which could lead to some flooding. Our day planner, I think, will be good through 9 a.m. That rain will increase, though, in intensity by noon. We will also up those wind speeds here anywhere from 3 p.m. through the rest of the evening. Once you sit down to supper at 6 o'clock, we will be into those 70s, and it will be stormy out there. So do make sure you are prepared for that.
Question: have either of you guys ever covered tropical storms or like been in a hurricane or in a tropical storm?
I've never been in a hurricane. I've been in a tropical storm, but not a hurricane.
Yeah, I've been in a tropical storm, but never in a hurricane.
Same here.
In South Georgia, you know.
Okay, so
yeah.
we're all on the same page here.
Yes.
Cool. All right. Well, real quick, want to talk about this. If you want something to eat from Panera Bread, you can order it through your Google search and order what you want, and then you can finish your purchase with Google Pay. The feature even works with Google Maps and Google Assistant. Panera hopes customers will take advantage of this easy, contactless way to order their next meal.
Okay.
Convenient.
Yeah, I want some Panera.
Yeah.
Or I just want some food.
We're hungry.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. Yeah.
Well, a new report from Forbes shows Jeff Bezos is the first person worth $200 billion. The magazine believes his fortune is the largest ever, and the Amazon founder has a slim $90 billion more than the second richest person, Bill Gates.
I've contributed to that money.
Yeah, I have to.
Yeah, we all did.
We'll be right back.
Trying to decide between Mickey D's breakfast and a work call? You better make sure you on mute so they don't hear the mms.
Now at McDonald's, the Chicken McGriddles and McChicken Biscuit are just 2 for $3.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Busted? Original Gorilla Glue, of course. Works indoor, works outdoor. It's weatherproof, it's waterproof. It's versatile and incredibly strong for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
Ladies, check it out. So strong, so not ripped.
What are we talking about?
That's the Hefty Ultra Strong bag.
Hefty, hefty, hefty!
Give me the bag.
Get Hefty Ultra Strong at a low price.
Humira patients, this one's for you. You inspired us to make your Humira experience even better with Humira Citrate Free. It has the same effectiveness you know and trust, but we remove the citrate buffers. There's less liquid and a thinner needle with less pain immediately following injection. Ask your doctor about Humira Citrate Free, and you can use your copay card to pay as little as $5 a month.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections. Serious and sometimes fatal infections, including tuberculosis and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B, are prone to infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Don't start Humira if you have an infection.
Ask your doctor about Humira Citrate Free, the same Humira you trust with less pain immediately following injection.
If you can't afford your medicine, AbbVie may be able to help.
Make the most of summer with Ford, America's best-selling brand, during the Ford Summer Sales Event. Shop our huge lineup of SUVs and the largest selection of truck inventory to choose from. And get 0% APR financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup. The Ford Summer Sales Event, helping you make the most out of summer. Now get a 2020 F-150 XLT 4x4 with 0 for 72, or up to $11,056 in total savings. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Looking for a dentist to help your kids develop healthy dental habits? Trust Pershing Dental. We accept most insurance, plus Delta Dental Smiles, MCNA, Medicaid, and we treat big kids too. Give us a call today.
Pershing Dental Clinic, the dentist kids love to see.
Trying to decide between Mickey D's breakfast and a work call? You better make sure you on mute so they don't hear the mms.
Now at McDonald's, the Chicken McGriddles and McChicken Biscuit are just 2 for $3.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Robbery, homicides. Gabriel Knox is in L.A. now.
We're gonna do that Knox thing together. That's what we do. He came for my family. I should have been more delicate. Definitely not your style.
LA's Finest premieres September 21st on Fox.
Nothing like this is going on in television right now.
The Making of News Nation, a 30-minute special on Fox 16. Now, weather to plan your day.
Good morning. We are going to be dealing with tropical storm conditions later today, already getting that rain here in Arkansas. That wind will pick up this afternoon and this evening. We're talking about 30 to 40 mile per hour sustained wind with gusts higher than that. We're going to be into the 70s for the majority of the day, even though we might hit 84 before all that rain really starts to intensify. Tonight, rainy and windy still. So even when you head to bed, it's going to be rainy and windy. We're talking about 30 to 40 mile per hour wind here, gusts higher than that, especially toward our south. Could pick up anywhere from 3 to 6 inches of rainfall, which could lead to some flash flooding. We also have a tornado watch in effect for Little Rock here in areas a little bit farther south until 4 p.m. this afternoon. All of this will finally be out of here by tomorrow evening, and then we're in for just general showers and storms the rest of the week.
Real quick, I want to let you know that Horace Mann Middle School in the Little Rock School District will be closed right now because of a report of a gas leak. Buses are turning around. They're asking for parents to come pick up their children there. All right, we will continue to follow this all throughout the day. Hope you guys have a great day.